Hi, thanks for stopping by. Today is Saturday, February 28th, 2026. This is part two. If you want to take a peek at the previous video, you can. If not, we're just going to drive right into it. So step one, Mandy put her email address into a box here at the top. This is a self-generated landing page. This landing page is for the NBA games. There's literally 1,200 games loaded in this page. I'm not going to go into detail, but this was all automated. So it's an automated generated game schedule page with built-in calendar invite buttons. The calendar invite button sends specific calendar invites for a specific game. And you'll see that when Mandy put her email address in part one, she clicked some buttons, she got some email, which were essentially calendar invites. They were not add to calendar buttons. They're actually physical calendar invites showed up in her email box. And then Zach, the organizer over here in step three, got to review the reports. And then if he wanted, he got a invitee report sent to his email address that had the granular data in it about the status of no action, accept, or tentative. So that's a quick wrap on 1, 2, 3, and 4. This whole process is, again, automated. It only takes a few seconds for the customer downstream to get shared this event schedule by the organizer and then proceed to get the calendar invites. The cool part is where I pick up on this story is we'll go into downstream. So Mandy has this on her personal calendar here. You can see that she's in a yes status. That's for the Washington Wizards versus the Toronto game, the Toronto Raptors. So as we slow it down here, she got to that game via this organizer hub. And in the hub is the shareable page. The shareable page is something that is self-generated, nothing to do as an organizer. These things are all automated. I'm not going into great detail, but you can kind of see here details and data around this beautiful page that's all automated. And she's received a calendar invitation over here in her box. She did so by Mandy at techvader.com, click the buttons, and now she's in the status of going to the games or possibly getting a merch update. So let's just do a merch or a booth update. So how would you do that? Well, Zach, the organizer, has the data on his calendar, like I spoke about. So let's go into the Wizards versus the Raptors. And so as we go down here, this is this game here. I'm taking on a persona as Zach, the organizer, and I'm going to insert a booth number. You'll see it there, Capital One Arena, booth 999. Excuse me on that, 999. Come by for a limited t-shirt. So what's going to happen here may seem trivial, but this is going to show off the pipeline. So Zach's going to hit save. It's going to reprocess in the pipeline, and anybody attached to any of the calendar invites that got off the shareable event page are going to get updated. And so you'll see an updated calendar invite hit the pipeline and basically update this calendar invite here that Mandy has on her calendar. And there it is there. It's from Zach. And what is showing up here is a promotion that was inserted in. Come by the booth for a limited t-shirt, 999. So this is showing the pipeline itself. I'm going to pick another one here. Let's just make sure she has, let's see here. I'm going to reset the clock. She's going to say maybe to that one. She might come by. Let's pick out another one here for fun and then wrap it up. Let's pick out the first one. So the first one has been the Hornets. You can see that Mandy has it live on her email, essentially her calendar, excuse me. So it comes in via email, as you all know, but it shows up here in the Google Picker as a live calendar invite because it adheres to the calendar invite specification. So that said, there it is there. This is back to Zach. How she got that was off this page here. It just showed you all Mandy put in her email address. She clicked a button for this particular game. Let's scroll down. There it is there. She got the Hornets versus the Trailblazers. It's mapped to her inbox right here. We all know this works in a live demo. So back to Zach. He's the organizer. He's going to go back to his calendar and he's going to update the data. And this update data is coming in via this engine we built, and the calendar invite server itself ingests data. I'll show you all real quick, not to get too many details into this, but real quick is what's happening. Zach's here, he sends data in, it's stored and forwarded, if you will. The APIs pick it up, and it's seen in the stock template for the upcoming schedule page. That's where we're at. So let's go into Zach changing this data here for Mandy downstream. So Zach, again, here's the organizer over here for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Mandy's calendar over here. I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to update here, Spectrum Center, come by booth 777 for a free game poster. So there it is there. That's a merch incentive. I'm going to hit save for the Charlotte's game, showing the power of this messaging pipeline. And what's going to happen here, I'm going to go back to Mandy's inbox, and then you'll see a update for the Hornets versus the Trailblazers show up in Mandy's inbox here, because Zach is the organizer. As I buy you all a little time, what I did here was I went in and did an edit, and I did a save. It pushed it through the pipeline, updated the visualization of the upcoming events page, and then pushed the calendar invite to Zach. So I think I just saw it come in, and you all see it right here. There it is there. Another update from Zach to Mandy. You'll see that there's the booth 777, come by for a free game poster, again, promoting the value of the invite pipeline using this live event page. And if I refresh this page, you all see that this data here has been refreshed in the page as well. So let's head down to Charlotte Hornets. So anybody comes by, they'll see that this data is inserted into here. There's the game poster there. And then the other one was, get this right, was the Wizards. Let me go down to the Wizards, and you'll see that the booth data was inserted to the Wizards as well. This is all updated because of our API kit. API kit itself is pulling live data. As Zach inserts the data into the pipeline, it is stored in the API storage layer under S3, ETL'd with some lambdas, and then stored in DynamoDB for it to be refreshed here in the pages, and then send out the calendar invites to anybody that has received a calendar invite off the shareable page itself. Thanks for stopping by.